This is that place. This is that fight venue. This is the place where the action happens.
What a great venue and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. We waited a long time, and now we've got this fight. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. When you watch lightweights, you expect high-level footwork and hand speed, and that's what we're getting here this afternoon. Perhaps the hottest ticket in town for this fight tonight.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it up. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Tom. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Well done with that counter shot. You'd like to see more jabs. Can't score with that jab. The perfect counter lands. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez that last. Here we go. It's round two. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Good counter punching. This is a high-octane battle. There's a counter shot. For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. And he scores with the counter. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. They exchange punches. Both men step back for just a moment. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez. There's the bell to start round three. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
slip to avoid the jab. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Just missed with that hook. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter shot. Catch and shoot. Beautiful counter shot. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. That punch lands. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Swing and a miss with that jab. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little favor to pickpocket him.
Good counter punch. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
That counter punch caught him clean. Defense is not an option for these two. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez. Time for the 5th round. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. He threw a punch and just got countered. Swing and a miss with the hook. Well, you know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter punching.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
How about that time counter shot? And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Nope, that hook won't score. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez out.
Switch on. Switch on.
Here we go in the 6th round. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Punch, counter punch. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
The jab not finding its target. Nice counter. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Nice counter punch right up the middle. A perfect counter shot. Beautiful counter punch. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now they're going to find out.
These two were made for each other. That counter shot lands. Talk about Teofimo. Round 7, here we go. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt, you've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp, don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again, and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Counter punch. Back and forth they go. In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counter punch.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
What you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
We wanted action, and they are delivering. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. It's bombs away. Punch, counter punch. Nice counter shot. The jab doesn't quite connect. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Down goes Lopez. We wondered how good his chin was, but no one's chin standing up to that shot.
You're right.
1.
2, 3, 4, 5. Let's talk about TFP. And we enter the 8th round. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Punch, counter punch. Well, Johnny, you know, in the lightweight division, they've got fast hands, so get ready to see some lightning.
When you have a fight that's got great footwork,
I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
a shot from the gods took him out.
Are you okay? You're out of there.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
What a